Here we are back with IronmanHacks. How you like that? It's not breakfast with Bob.
That's hilarious. Pancho's going to sue somebody.
Where do you think that we're headed? And I think it seems pretty exciting. There's some new formats like with the PTO and the Collins Cup. There's SuperLeague. And some of them have some little quirks and things like that are kind of fun and neat and make things exciting. But how do you see the future of triathlon progressing?
I'm very bullish. I think that you're absolutely right when it comes to what PTO has brought to the table, some security for the athletes, because I think if it wasn't for PTO, there'll be a lot of pro athletes who would not be pro athletes right now. The fact that they were able to get paid in 2020 and again in 2021, the fact that they put on what was Challenge Daytona last December, that they did that with the Bill Christie and the folks at Challenge, and what was $1.15 million was out there for those athletes, and international television and filming by NASCAR, and then you've got SuperLeague and the great television they do. I was just at the Malibu Championships here, and now SuperLeague has a foothold in the U.S. by doing their event at Malibu. People saw it for the first time and loved it. Obviously, coming off the Olympics and Paralympics, it's a great time. Also, I think because of COVID, what we're seeing is events are selling out. People are thinking, I think we all got maybe a little spoiled thinking, I'm not going to do that race this year. I'll do it next year. Now you never know. You don't know what next year is going to hold. And if you want to race, you better do it now. So I think we're heading into a golden age of events where events will be filling up. Athletes want to participate. We realize that, it's great to do something, a virtual race, but there's something special about being in person. Absolutely. I mean, I've raced this last week. We had our CEF event, but I'd raced 6 weeks in a row leading in, and then I've got Oceanside this weekend. There's something special. I'm in what we call the 60 to death category. So I'm old, now I'm 70. And so we have our whole group every week when we're at the races and, leading into COVID. And again, now we're usually the first ones there, and we're in the racks and just, meeting, and we get a photo each time. And it's like, we're saying, why do we do this? And because we can. And a lot of people in the world aren't able to be in a beer garden by 9 o'clock in the morning after doing the sport they love, but we are. And, and what's great is I look at our sport as an equal opportunity abuser, because we don't care if you're missing a leg. We don't care if you're blind. We don't care if you're in a wheelchair. You can come out and do the race and take on the course. And when we race, how cool is it that you can't go play Wimbledon? Yeah, you can't go play the Masters. You can't, but you can be at the Ironman World Championship on the same course with Jan Frodeno and Lionel Sanders and Patrick Lange. And there's something special about that when you see them the next day and say, how bad was that wind at Javi? Man, it was howling. How bad was it for you? There's that brings us all together. And at the end of the day, there's age group races and people are racing each other. But you guys all know we're racing against ourselves. We're racing against the course, and we need each other. You need training partners. You need people to motivate and inspire you. But I think that's what makes our sport so wonderful. It is something that we all aspire to. You want to get a little faster. That's the other thing I tell people too. If you're 50 years old and you're just a runner, you're not getting faster. I hate to break it to you. At 55, you're not going to be faster than you are at 50. But if you're a triathlete, you could be faster at 55 than you were at 50. You could be faster at 60. You could buy a faster wetsuit. You can buy a lighter bike. You can buy better wheels. You can actually train. You can do all that type of stuff. But that's what makes our sport, I think, it is the ultimate lifetime sport. We had a guy named Bill Bell, which I'm not sure if you guys know the name, but Bill didn't get into the sport till he was 50, 55, and he just passed away at 95, 96. And he would call me, because it used to be the age divisions went 50 to 55, 60 to 64, 65 plus. And so every time he'd be like, Bob, I can't compete against those, I can't compete against the 65-year-olds. I'm 72. So I'd call up USA Triathlon and like, hey, can we add another age division. It's like, oh yeah. So it became 65, 69, 70, 74, 75 to 79. Then it was 80 plus. And Bill's like, Bob, I can't compete with those 70-year-old guys. I'm 82. So now if you look at it, there's 95 to 99 in there. They're all divided out. And it's the coolest thing because, Bill competed in the 90 to 94 age division. And he didn't like those 88-year-olds. They were too freaking young. But when you go to a race now and see a full top 1, 2, 3 for 85 to 89 at these races, there's something really, really special about that.
Well, my goal now is to beat the Japanese guy that finished.
Oh yeah.
My goal now is to beat his record someday. When Kona.
That's the thing. I years ago, when I had Competitor Magazine, I went to a master swim meet. I was interviewing this 100-year-old guy, and he gave me the words that I live by today. I said, so what do you owe your success to? He says, if you can't beat them, outlive them. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's it. That's my motto from now on. Just keep going. If you get there, you win. That's what it's about.
Thanks for watching. Bob is truly an amazing guy. If you like listening to that as much as I did, you got to hit subscribe right down there. And I can bring you more from him, from other people like Rudy Von Berg, Mark Allen, Dave Scott, Tim Reed, Craig Alexander, Hunter Allen, so many others. Thanks a lot, you guys. Leave a comment. I may give you a shout out, and see you on the next one.